In this little tutorial, we're going to look into how to add a list of reports to a WebFOCUS Designer Portal. Actually, I got my little call center portal in here with a bunch of analytical applications that allow me to navigate through the things. So I can navigate through my certain elements in here, search for my call center agents, look for the non-serviced calls, for example. So we're going to see the non-serviced calls over time compared to certain elements. Let's go back to all calls in here. Let's go back to my today page where you're going to see the most recent calls. I can refresh it. So if you know calls came in here, but I want to be able to access reports as well that are not part of the portal currently. To do so, I can change my designer portal. So here's my call center portal, and I want that reports section here to appear in my portal as well. So looking at the information, there's my call center portal, so I can open it up. Those are the pages I see in call center currently. So today, call center, insight, and monitoring. There they are. So I want to add a new one here. To do so, I can hit the plus, assemble visualization, and I'm going to create a section called reports. Actually, I'm going to start with a blank page in here with nothing on it. And instead of adding reports from here, I'm going to move over to the controls where I see the buttons that I can use. I have the content in here, so I can add reports. I have containers, and that's what I'm looking for. There's a section called Explorer in here. So I can drag and drop that Explorer session on the page, so I get the navigation components in here. So it's going to remember the last list of elements that I was looking at in here. So you're going to see what's in here. Personally, of course, you can change it. So look in the things, you get some scroll bars and things like in here. First thing I'm going to do for that container, I'm going to use it in here. So I want to have it to the max size so I can format things. So I have a page header in here, so I don't want to have the page header. I don't want to see the toolbar in here, so get rid of the toolbar. Doing the same for the container, so I'm going to remove the title of the container. I might want to keep the toolbar in here if I want to. I can also click on that resize thing here to make it as big as possible, and then disable the toolbar. We can remove the expand and refresh thing here as well if we want to. So now we got our page, so let's save that thing. So we're gonna save it. Use save as in here, and gonna put it into that same folder and call it reports. So now we created that element. I can close my page right now. You see it's in here as soon as I refresh. There's reports. It's at the end. I'm going to make sure it's published. Of course, I can move it around here as well. So in case I want to have it on the second, third, or whatever place, I can move things around. That's quite simple. So I'm going to go to the properties. Properties advanced allow me to set a sort order. So in here, I can set an order on how I want it to be sorted. So there's the sort order. So if I set it to, let's set it to 100. It's going to stay at the end, of course. So I'm going to go for today. That one is -100. That one has no number. So to get it to the second place, I might want to go to something like -50. Save it, and it's going to move to the second place in here. So, okay, cool thing. So whenever I now work with my portal, so if I refresh my portal now, I get my portal and I get a new second page called reports that I can click now. And this loads the container that you know from the WebFOCUS homepage. It's a part of the WebFOCUS homepage, but mainly the navigational aspect. So I can now navigate through the elements in here, get to certain folders, work in here. I can even create or select the content to create new reports depending on my permissions, create new visualization, new reports. So I'm going to go to call center reports. I can now very easily in here go to content, designer, and create a new visualization, a new report from within here. Being in the portal, I'm going to be able to start designer, go to the call center folder, I take my call center analytics thing, and I can now build something. Build something on the Let's actually go for the number of calls on the vertical axis. And I'm gonna go for the agents. Let's go for the month and put month on the horizontal axis. So I've got a timeline on my reporting activity to the current month. So you see it's real-time data in here. I can now file, save as, and save that thing, put it into the report folder, new report over time, save it in here, close Designer, and moving back to my call center portal, I got that new report in that list in here. So again, whenever I go in here, I can now, of course, use any functionality depending on my permissions to run that newly created report. That's a way to add a navigation component in here. In case you don't like the little tiles in here, you can easily move to the grid view to get a grid view of your reports in here as well, or open that one up to get a navigational tree. So you're going to get the full navigation capabilities within your portal. Of course, you can, in this case, run it as a full page, but you could also combine it, of course, with other elements in your portal and add a report to the right or to the bottom of that navigational tree component. That's it for today.